My statements about our experience in the Bay Area have been misconstrued, so let's talk about it. I got this mask on because my...
Hey, you guys. So, if you're not aware, Keith Lee, the black male food critic who goes around the country and tastes different food at different establishments that are pretty underrated, and he tries to help these establishments get off the ground with good reviews from a very popular, food critic like himself. So, and it usually ends up helping the black community, which is awesome. So, I just wanted to briefly speak about this because I'm not surprised, and most of us are not surprised. And people, black women already handled this, and piped a lot of these white bitches down. But it's just so funny to me how these white wannabe, critics of Keith Lee have come out and basically condemned him because of his take on restaurants in the Bay Area and how they're apparently not conducive for waiting for 5 to 6 hours just to eat some food. I don't know who's about to wait 5 to 6 hours to eat some food. It's not me. Maybe that's because I live in St. Louis in the Midwest, but I don't know what y'all are thinking is going on. Ain't nobody about to wait 6 hours to eat some food. For what reason? I'm going to fight somebody before I get my food. I'm going to pass out before I get my food. That's crazy. But anyway, so I agree with him. But, these white privileged women came out, and this one Asian woman, and who God knows who else, came out and basically tried to derail this man's career. It is so funny to watch these people over and over and over again try to do the same thing their ancestors did and then tell us that racism don't exist. And then tell us that, we're the racists. We're the racists, but you all just sat here and tried to tear down a black man's career because you're mad, because you're trying to act like he disrespected your area. Bitch, what are we talking about? He's a food critic. He gave a critique on food establishments. What are you talking about? Y'all are crazy. Y'all will imbecile any black man and woman. It's absolutely insane. In my last video, I talked about how I told this white girl who went off on me or said some nasty shit. She said some shit a nasty way to me in class. She was really disrespectful and snarky to me in class. And no one called her out on that shit. Not the teacher, who was a student teacher, who goes to this school too. Nobody. So I ended up being kicked out of class because after I told the teacher wasn't going to do nothing about it, this, that, the third. I decided, okay, I'm worth it. I'm going to stand up for myself. So I looked over at the woman and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. I don't appreciate the way you just said what you said to me." Next thing I know, the teacher's telling me, "Okay, Lynn, I'm going to have to ask you to leave," and pointing at the door like I'm a dog or her child. Needless to say, she's white. And it's just crazy because it's just and now I've had another problem with another TA at the school because just a few days ago, my psychology class, this was last semester with the philosophy teacher who kicked me out because I told the bitch, the other student that, I didn't appreciate how she spoke with me. But then this semester, a whole another semester after that, one of my new classes, psychology, the TA does not like me. The teacher loves me. The TA does not like me because right after I showed the professor that I can sing in 8 different languages, and specifically that I can sing in Chinese because I'm taking Chinese at the university, this guy gets so upset and he was like, "Oh, who is that?" And I was like, I didn't even say nothing. But the professor said, "That's her." And he was like, "Oh, that's wonderful." You could tell he didn't mean it. So the professor left so that, I could get the help that I needed to get onto some program for the class from the TA. And the TA helped everybody else in class before this situation that I've already described, before this little interaction with the Chinese song and all this other stuff. He helped everybody else, even though I was the first one to ask him for help. But that's okay. So then I finally got it together myself, and I didn't even need his help by the time he finally came over. And I asked him if he spoke Spanish because his name is freaking. I mean, I'm not gonna say his name, but his name is like the most Spanish name. It's basically his name is Epifanio Vargas. If your name is as Spanish as Epifanio Vargas, bitch, I'm going to ask you if you tú hablas español. Pequeña. Es mejor que nada. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm gonna ask you what's going on. Because that makes sense. Just like if someone sees me and they see that my name is Lynn Ferguson and I'm in fucking Japan, they're going to ask me if I speak fucking English. Duh. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sick of this shit. So you really ain't even got to be a white bitch to be on this shit. But you just got to have a white bitch mentality. But it just really upsets me to see a lot of these white bitches out here in white adjacent and wannabe white bitches, you know, come out here and try to ruin black people's shit. They try to ruin my education every day, whether they're a teacher or a student. And these bitches out here, just because they want clout, and also because they would not mind taking a black man down with just the power of their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Are out here actually trying to do it. Like, actually trying to do it. Like, it's like they got together and they decided, you know what? The racist event for Black History Month today is going to be, we're going to try to take down Keith Lee and try to, you know, paint him out to be some horrible person who's just trying to hurt people in the Bay Area when really the Bay Area is trying to hurt him.